from Kenya by the Ugandan regime and illegally brought to Uganda, charged illegally in a military court, and now he continues to be in prison. So that should further show you the kind of the regime that you seem very, very eager to protect or have its atrocities swept under the under the carpet.
No, I'm not sweeping.
When I was showing up, yeah, I didn't know. I was not dying to be president. My desire is to have a free country, to have a country that works for everybody. We have a dictatorship. We have a president that has been in power for 40 years and counting. And that is our urgent fight right now. Our fight is to see democracy in our lifetime. Our fight is to have an election where people have the right to vote, where a vote counts. We are fighting for a vote right now.
My question is, what are you willing to do? You are talking about the fight for democracy, peace, and the respect of human rights. The question I'm asking is, what are you willing to do in your capacity, peacefully, to see these enumerations actualized in Uganda?
Everything. I am willing to do everything moral and constitutional to see a free, peaceful, and democratic Uganda. That is my dream. I'm a firm believer in democracy. And I must tell you that I'm leading a generation that is full of capable, talented, and qualified young people, which young people we strongly believe will be able to usher our country to greater heights.
You called for sanctions to be placed on certain people in Uganda, targeted sanctions, as you call them. How feasible is this? And do you think the people you are having negotiations with will impose those sanctions that you seek?
Well, the people that I'm talking to, not having negotiations with, but talking to, are the ones that have funded the regime, that have supported the regime for the last 40 years. You'll notice that for a long time, the Ugandan regime has been receiving up to $1 billion in terms of aid. That is America alone. And there's also the UK and the the UK and the European Union. These are people that profess values of democracy, of human rights, and the rule of law. Our demand is one: stop funding our oppression. We are not asking them to come and save us. No, we are telling them that we can fight for ourselves because our fight is in Uganda. But we cannot fight against $1 billion a year. We cannot fight against the French guns. We cannot fight against the pounds that are flowing into Uganda. We are only asking them to tag the aid that they give to the regime of Uganda to the values, to condition it to democracy and human rights. And I've said it many times that the standard of human rights in Uganda should be the same in Europe. I have not seen European or American leaders standing shoulder to shoulder with European dictators like Lukashenko of Belarus. So we are asking them to treat Africa at the same level of democracy and human rights like they do to the rest of the world.
With this fight that you've taken upon yourself and, rallying the young people of Uganda, what do you think are the prospects of success that you see on the ground so far?
If you have been following what's in Uganda, I'm sure you have seen how massively the people of Uganda, especially the young people, are yearning for change. When we went into this election, we were not oblivious that we are under a military regime. But we went in with a belief that even if the opportunity and the possibility of change is 1%, it is worth the fight. And indeed, the world saw the young and the old, the rich and poor showing up to express desire for change. We are confident that it will happen. We always look back in history. Mandela taught us that it always seems impossible until it's done. We have seen examples of countries that had dictators that were more funded and were more able and had stronger armies, like Sudan, like Egypt, but they fell under the unwavering pressure of the people. And we know that the regime, the dictatorship in Uganda will fall. There's never a rise and rise of a dictator. No, it is always the rise and fall